let it sink in and kind of move on. So it took me a little while, especially just the way it happened in the national championship, and you work all year to get there. So it's hard, especially knowing you're not going to play with some of those guys again. But yeah, I mean probably a couple weeks, and then you start to kind of get back in there. Okay, let's get back started again.
What did you learn from that adversity that you think maybe you needed to learn, or maybe it's going to help you going forward to be a better player?
I feel like through my 2 years, I've just been through like every different situation you could be in. Just getting more and more perspective, I think, is the biggest thing. But then, going through some adversity, I hadn't gone through much. It's the only game I've lost since I've been here, so it's definitely gives you some more perspective, and you appreciate all the little things, and it makes you want to go back and work even harder though to get back there and have a chance at that moment again.
What have you done to work harder so far?
Just in the weight room, keep getting stronger, gaining weight. Like I say that every year. That's always something for me that's important. But then just leadership, just being a better leader. I think I did a good job last year, but just kind of up in that role a little bit as an older guy now, upperclassman. So just being a better leader, and I've always worked hard, try to be the example, but just be a little bit more outspoken and all those things.
What was your reaction when you heard Travis was coming back? A lot of people were a little bit surprised by that, and what he brings to this offense when he's here.
Obviously, I was happy. We talked a little bit. I can't remember exactly when, and we just kind of had some private conversations before he decided what he was going to do. So I kind of thought he might come back, but I wasn't sure. I thought he'd end up last second deciding he was leaving. But man, it's awesome to have him back. Obviously, he's speaking for himself what he's done, and but just a great guy. I think it's a good opportunity for him to build his leadership. And then he is. Everyone's looking at him now, especially on this team. He's a big leader for us, and I think it'll be good for him to come back, grow a little bit more, work on this game, and then also get another chance to go win a national championship.
So officially hitting the restart button today, any different feeling coming off a national championship as opposed to now coming off not only a loss, but a poor performance really for you individually against LSU?
Yeah, it's just like I said, just makes you want to go back out there and earn it even more. It all starts over, which is a good feeling. Everyone's already looking at next year, so we feel like we're back in the fight, and you can kind of work to get where you want to now. So it's just taking it day by day, though. It's going to be a long off season and a lot of time to get ready. So just taking it one day at a time and really maximizing each day.
What did you see from DJ today, and your relationship with him over the last several weeks?
Yeah, he looks good. I think just kind of the way he carries himself, I feel like we're similar in that way. So we got a good relationship, and just obviously he's a great player. He's picking it up quick. That's the one thing I can tell is just he knows football. He gets it, clicks quick with them. Even though he doesn't know all the plays yet, when he sees them once or twice, he's already kind of learning them and getting them down. So it's really smart, just a natural. He's got a knack for the game, so he's gonna be great.
Well, you're a big guy yourself. What did you first think of him when you saw him for the first time? For an 18-year-old kid at 235, 40 pounds.
Yeah, he's huge. He's full grown already. He doesn't have to put on any weight or anything. It's a little different from me, but man, he's great player, great guy.
Trevor, have you followed any of that Joe Burrow stuff at the combine, and do you allow yourself to think, well, one day I'm going to be picked over like that when it's my turn?
I don't even really think about it. I don't watch most of the stuff. I see through social media. I see a lot of it. I guess like articles or whatever.
Right,
maybe,
the 9-inch.
Yeah,
the 9-inch
that stuff. But I don't really pay too much attention to it. It's cool. I like to pay attention to the guys that were here. But, I'll watch them at the combine, and obviously when they get drafted, but I don't really pay too much attention to it.
So you haven't started to think about your own future beyond Clemson?
I think about it a little bit, and the possibilities of the future, but especially not now, not too much now. We're getting back going. That's something you think about when the season's over. And then for me, I still got at least one more year, maybe two. So it's still a ways away. You kind of have to start thinking about things, but also being smarter, just being in the moment and really enjoying it now too.
What's your academic status? Are you on track to?
Yeah, I'll graduate in December, so that'll kind of leave it open for whatever's the best for me. So
Anything else?
Good.
Trevor, going into this season, how do you guys, toe the balance of putting last season behind you, but also allowing the sting of that loss to kind of fuel you going into 2020?
Yeah, it's both for sure. But we're still, we're proud of what we did. It sucks the way it ended, but still a lot of work and a lot of time spent here preparing, and I feel like we gave it our all. We did our best, and it's tough with a game like that, obviously, but we're still proud of what we did. But definitely, with that steam, we want to build on it and give us that extra edge to make sure we're not leaving anything on the table like we did last year.
With hindsight, 6 weeks out now, have you looked at film and said, well, it was what LSU did to us and me, or maybe I wasn't as crisp as I usually am?
It was a combination of a lot of things. And when I say we did our best, I meant like we prepared our best and, you know, good effort, all that things. I didn't play my best, that's not what I meant. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. LSU played well. You know, they did some things defensively that were really good, and then also just, you know, it wasn't my best game. You know, missed some throws down the stretch, missed some big throws. So that's just, you know, comes down to that, and then a lot of little details that are just things you only know if you're a part of this offense. So just little things, and just overall not syncing up well with offense and defense together. So that just wasn't our night.
I mean, your attitude here, since we've known you and talked to you, has been, you know, I could throw for 400 yards and I'm going to be exactly the same person that I've been. Does that help? Did that help the aftermath, that attitude, in just kind of getting yourself right and ready?
For sure. I mean, it didn't change how I would have responded whether we won or lost. You know, it is a different feeling though. It's almost easier to come back after you lose that game. You're ready to get started again. You know, when you win it, you're like, all right, let's let the off season be like another week longer to enjoy it. But you're ready to get back, especially when you lose in that last game. So, but no, I mean, that's just the way I want to be, is just consistent and, you know, never really go up and down. Be the same person. And after that loss, just trying to be that guy in the locker room. You know, it's obviously tough for us.
And Coach Sweeney was saying that he kind of enjoys the short turnaround from the end of the season to the beginning of this one, because it sort of lets you take your mind out of it and you can focus on the next thing ahead. Do you take that same mentality, or do you kind of wish maybe you had an extra week or so to get into the swing of things?
No, it's been nice, especially we've been doing mat drills, which are a lot harder than spring practice, so it's good to be out of those. But no, it's been, like I said, especially after the way the season ended, it's been good. You know, I think we had 2 weeks off. Kind of let that sink in and just get ourselves back together, recover our bodies, everything, and then get back to lifting and then go to mat drills and spring practice, and it just all flows together good. And then we start so early, so we finish up a little earlier than everyone, so we get a little break before the summer. So I mean, it all works out, and I think it's really good to get back out here and get the young guys involved and get them going quick before it's, you know, March.
With DJ, how much has he been trying to pick your brain and learn from you, and are you kind of taking him under your wing?
For sure, yeah. We've met, obviously we've been meeting as quarterbacks and as an offense a few times together, but I've taken the QBs in there probably a couple times a week and just get in there and start looking at some of the install, because it comes quick. You know, when practice starts, it just starts piling. So just trying to get, you know, him started on that and get him thinking before it gets here. So we've done a lot of that, and like I said, he's picking it up quick. He's going to get it, and it's just a matter of practicing and repping it. You know, it's not going to be perfect in the spring. You know, I went through the same thing. So just practicing it, and he'll get better every day.
So was it like the day after the national championship, you're looking forward to spring practice getting back, or was it a couple more days?
Yeah, it's probably a couple more days. You know, kind of feeling that loss for a little while, for probably about a week, and then you're kind of sitting around and school's already going, so you're having to do schoolwork, and you're like, all right, I'm ready to get back working and, you know, get back with this new team and start building something.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you all.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thanks a
y'all.
lot, Trevor.